Hello everyone, my name is Alyssa Anello and I'm one of the librarians at the John J. Wright Library at La Roche University. Today I'm going to go over Credo Reference, which is a reference database that contains dictionaries, encyclopedias, thesauri, and books of quotations. This database is really useful if you need general or background information for any topic that you would like to do research on. To get to the database, from the home page you'll just click on the green Databases box, and then scroll down almost to the bottom to where it says Reference Books, and then click on Credo Reference. On this home page here you will see there's a lot of different things. At the top we have the general search bar. In the middle there is a section for popular topics, and if you see the topic that you wanted to research here, by all means click on that. But it can also give you ideas for what to research if you're not quite there yet, if you're still looking for ideas. In health, medicine, history, psychology, science, media, you can look through these and try to find a topic for you to write about. And then at the very bottom there are research quick tips, which are very short videos that address certain aspects of the research process. So if you have any questions, you can look through these and see if any of those will help you. So back at the top here, I'm going to perform a basic search, and when you are starting a search, obviously you have to have an idea of what you would like to write about. I'm going to say that I have a paper for an art class that I would like to write about fashion. So I can type fashion in, and it will also give you example searches, ideas for you to do searches, but I'm just going to click for fashion. And when you do any search, you will get at the very top a summary of the topic that you have searched, what the database thinks is the most relevant to your topic. Then you will get a list of other articles that relate to your topic. And these can be from dictionaries, reader's guides, encyclopedias, and those books of quotations. And then along the side here is what I think is perhaps the most interesting thing about this database that a lot of others don't have, and this is a mind map. And a mind map is basically just a way to visually organize information. And these, this information here is in ranked order, and it is showing the relationship between the topics. So what that means is that it is showing what it thinks, what the database thinks is the most relevant information related to your topic, and how those topics sort of connect to one another. So I can see here that haute couture is connected to fashion, which is connected to clothing. And then clothing is then connected to trousers, which is connected to modesty, and back to fashion. So it's sort of a little interlocking web of ideas and how they relate to the topic that you've searched for. And if you click on that, it'll expand the web and show you more topics and search terms that you could use and research those. But for now I'm going to stick with fashion. And here along the top of all of those articles I mentioned before, we have some limiters. So you can limit by type of article that you are getting. You can limit by subject. So as I said, if I'm writing this for an art class, I can click on the art subject tab, and it will just show me results related to art. You can also limit by media type. So this means the type of media that is within the article. So I could click on images, audios, maps, or videos, and those types of media would be in the article that would be returned to me. You can also limit by date, and if you click more, there's more dates there, and by length of the article. You can also click on here, videos, to see any videos that were returned in your search results, or any images, if you need those for your research. You can also do advanced searching, which is similar to how other databases do it, but in this database you are just filling in these boxes rather than using Boolean phrases. So with all of the words, that's just asking you if you have two separate ideas that you would want in one search result, you can put them in here. So I'm going to say, what if I wanted to research just 1920s fashion? I could put that in here. And it will return search results that have both fashion and 1920s somewhere in the search results. This exact phrase box here, that is if you have a specific phrase that you need all of the words to be in a certain order. So let's say I wanted to do some research on haute couture. I could type that in, and because it is very specific phrasing, I want to keep it that way, so I would put it in that second box, and it will only return search results that have haute couture in that exact phrasing. With any of the words, that means anything you type in here, it's going to look for each word individually. So if I typed in fashion haute couture or fashion 1920s, it will return search results that have either fashion or 1920s or together. So it's just if you're looking for the most search results, I would include them in this box. And then without the words just means if you're finding certain terms or topics that aren't helpful to you, let's say I don't want any information about footwear and haute couture, you can put without the words, and it will filter out that term. So it's filtered out everything that has had the word or term footwear in it. And on this advanced search, there are also the same limiters that we have at the top of your search results there, but they're just in drop-down lists instead. So if I wanted, again, arts and leisure, I can click on that, search. And now I know all of the search results that I have are within the discipline of art. So once you find an article that you'd like, you can click on it, and it will give you the full article right here. But this does more than just give you the full article, this page here. You can also save the article that you found, and it will go right up here into saved items. And here you can look at my saved results and send it to yourself or print it as a PDF. You can also click on citation, which will show you the citation for this article in different citation styles. And you can also export it to any of these tools here if you would like to do so. You can print it, and again, you can share it right here. You don't have to save it if you don't like. And you can also have it read aloud to you or translated to a different language. And these are just really helpful things that you can choose that aren't in a lot of other databases. So definitely keep that in mind if those would be helpful to you. And then along the side here we have related searches and related articles, and this is again just another way for you to expand your searching, to find different avenues or aspects of your topic that you might not have thought of, and to do research on those. And related articles are the same thing, they are just full finished articles rather than a search. So you can definitely look along the side here to see other ideas for your topic. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you are how you can look at topics and titles. So I'm going to click on topics, and that was these 3 lines at the top here. If you click on topics, it will show you all the topics that this database has information for. So what I can do is limit that by subject. Let's say, for example, I knew I needed to write an art paper, but I didn't know that I wanted to write about any specific topic. If you click on a subject, it'll just show you all the subjects that have to do, or rather all the topics that have to do with that subject that you selected. So this can be a really helpful way to think of ideas if you aren't sure what you want to write about. And if you would like to write about something, let's say I want to write about environmentalism, but it isn't listed here, I can type that in. And I would want to uncheck arts and leisure. But it'll show me everything that has relation to the subject that I typed in here. So that can be helpful if the subject isn't listed along these drop-down menus here. And then finally I'm going to show you the All Titles section. And this just shows all the titles that are collected within this database. So all the books, all the reference books that they've collected. You can limit that by subject as well. So I can limit that to arts and leisure. And maybe that would give me some ideas for what to write about. And then you can also, let's say I know I want to write about fashion, but I just want to look at the fashion books that they have. So I can click on that. And then a really good thing to keep in mind is if you're still looking for an idea to write about, you can click on the book itself and then read the table of contents. So that could give you a really specific topic for you to write about. Let's say I would want to write about the little black dress because I read it in this table of contents, or Doc Marten boots. That would be another example of a topic that I could write about that I found here. And that's how you can use Credo Reference to help you find background information as well as an entire topic that you would like to write about. If you have any questions about anything that I talked about today or other aspects of the research process, you can always email us at writelibrary@laroche.edu or send us a chat through our live chat here, and we'll answer you as soon as we can. Okay, everyone have a great day and happy searching.